Mr. Satyaki.
Namaste. Hello to everyone. It's my great honor and pleasure to thank the distinguished Norwegian Nobel Committee. Me and my family members reached here yesterday, and since yesterday all my colleagues and friends and relatives from India are calling, Norway is so cold, are you wearing proper clothes or not? Have you proper woolen clothes or jackets and so on? And I have been responding them that I have never seen such warmth in my life as I see in this country. And the warmth comes from ordinary people since yesterday, from the President and Secretary and other members of the committee, and especially from the children. When I saw from my window this morning, I found number of children and teachers were standing and waiting for two of us. And I went down, and then Malala also went down, shook hands with those children, and they were so happy and warm. This prize is very important. Of course, every year Nobel Prize is important. But this is very important for millions and millions of our children who are denied their childhood, who are denied their freedom, who are denied their education and health. There are children who are sold and bought like animals. The children who are born and live in the situations of conflict and insurgencies and terror. The children who are made hostages, the children who are put to work as prostitutions, the children who are made child soldiers. This is a great honor for all of them. It is not for me alone, and I am sure that Malala will join us in accepting it, that it is for all the girls and boys in the world. Friends, even if one single child is in danger, the entire world is in danger. If one single child is uneducated, denied education, for me, the world is not completely enlightened. If one single child is in slavery, we cannot see with pride that we live in freedom. One child who is enslaved, one child who is trafficked, one child who has become child soldier, child laborer, one child, many children. Friends, this prize gives us tremendous opportunity in our fight, in our struggle, but also I feel a deep sense of moral responsibility. When we are talking here and addressing this press conference, millions of children cannot talk in freedom, cannot enjoy the freedom and smile as a child. We have to work for them. A journalist was asking yesterday, and I was just sharing with Malala and Malala's father, Zia Saab, that what is common in two of you? And I told, first of all, she is like my daughter. And I asked her, do you accept it? And she said, yes. Is it? and her father agreed. Do you agree? Yeah. So now she is going with us. And she has a mother too, and brother and sister and so on. So we all have great respect and love and adore her. She is the bravest child one can think of. She made everyone pride. And for every social worker, for every child right activist, she made pride. And I'm one of them. And I'm so lucky to receive this Peace Prize together with her. So I hope that we can make this world much more peaceful. I've been calling for one thing, and I will sum up with these few sentences, that we have to work towards peace for children and children for peace. Every child in the world must be born and free to grow in a peaceful environment, safer environment, protected environment. We have to create such a world, and all of us have to work together. We have to engage children and youth across the world to create a world which is peaceful world. So the governments and all of us together should work to make this world a peaceful world for children, but we should also engage the children and youth all across the world. Youth have tremendous power, and we should harness that power to make this world much more peaceful. And I am sure that at least two of us, a father and daughter duo, would work. Thank you so much.